It's chaos. It's like
Yeah.
It is chaos.
Although single elimination seems a little bit unfair. You want to give that second chance, I feel.
I
No,
think
I
that's
love it.
hyper. You know? Then you see the cool losers runs, like Corona
Yeah.
right now, right? Like those are just really cool to see, I think.
I agree.
But we're getting into it here. We got Chocolate Santa himself versus Ripple. Both of them put on very nice showings against their last opponents, with Ripple beating Dormy and Chocolate losing to Jason.
It was a close set, though. Yeah, it was a
In a
close
very
set in my opinion.
impressive set.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I don't give Chocolate Santa enough credit about this. He's a lot faster than last time when, like, you know, I was still playing with him and stuff. This was like years ago, but he's really upped his speed since then, I feel.
Yeah.
That last game there, it was 3.4. Pretty good, even by today's standards.
Yeah, he had that kind of speed versus Jason too in some games, so definitely has the chops, you know? Not a fluke, believe it or not.
Kind of an interesting. Like, Chocolate is more consistent, where Ripple is maybe more efficient on the margins.
It's interesting you say that. I don't think I would. Do you mean like consistency of choices?
Just like, just generally, just like making solid decisions on a consistent basis.
Right. Yeah. That is one thing that I
never
have
really
noticed.
like has bad games. It looks like, or he doesn't have bad games so often.
Yeah. Seems to me, you know, like their Chocolate Santa's game plan seems very much like, you know, just keeping safe, waiting for the position in order
Stay
to
low,
spike in general. Oh, yeah, tough down stack there.
Ripple's very interesting because I think I see what you're saying, because I feel like Ripple's choices aren't necessarily worse than Chocolate's, but I do see how they're less consistent, because I think a lot of the time he kind of relies on big downstack spikes. But
Yeah, they're like
those
more
aren't
ambitious.
easy to find. Yeah, they're not consistent, I guess. In the same way that like building a T-spin is, because you can always build a T-spin.
Yeah. Sometimes it doesn't work out. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, little misdrop from Chocolate Santa, but does clean it up.
God. Yeah, Chocolate Santa's stack is getting a little more patchy. Gonna have to be careful now. This is usually the spot. Oh, so is Ripple though. Both of them having a little bit of trouble keeping their stacks clean. Okay, Ripple has to do a little bit of a creative digging there. Makes the T-spin, but doesn't get to pull it off.
Pretty long games so far, you know? Tetrio, you can see 5-second games sometimes, and both those games have been over a minute. Which, you know, not compared to our last set of one misdrop in this extremely high octane speedy environment means you lose. Definitely a change of pace.
Huh. Yeah, like Chocolate Santa here, the way that he plays it, it doesn't seem like, you know, efficiency. I don't think is. Yeah, like I kind of agree with QMK. There's a lot to be said about his efficiency, but the consistency at which like he gets out of those inefficient placements, you know, the way that he just automatically defaults to getting out of a bad situation, it kind of reminds me of like CZ a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, like the path of least
Every
aggressive.
time they just
He
like, get
doesn't
out.
necessarily go for the most aggressive play. He goes for like the safest play.
Yeah. Like a CZ versus DM.
I love how Ripple often will like stop to think about certain decisions.
I like that too. Yeah. Some of those pauses though, I feel like he might be over. He might be overstalling a little bit. He could just like speed through some of those decisions and he'd be in a better position, I find. At least in some situations where he does do that. I'm not sure what the reasoning of it is. Maybe he has like a game plan in mind, but it does seem like those are the situations where Chocolate Santa is able to like edge out some kind of advantage. Oh, yeah, like situations like this, he kind of compromises his down stack. Okay, but he finds a fix.
I think it's... I feel like it's actually quite consistent with Ripple's game plan that he's pausing, because I think a lot of the time he's looking for a big attack, likely using like the multiplier system, and like then if you can you can find like a 10-line extension to your spike, you know, that's probably worth pausing for a little bit.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
and I think like the last game he did that a lot better too. Yeah, you were saying QMK?
No, when it works out, it just like looks great. You pause a bunch and then you find like a huge spike. But when it doesn't, it's like seems to be
yeah,
pausing.
it's just like, what did I use all that time for? I guess you know that's not the way that you should be thinking about it in the game, but I've definitely caught myself in situations where you know I probably would have made the same exact decision if I were to just like play it through, you know, speed through it instead of thinking about it.
Right. Hold out for some.
Yeah.
So we're talking about all these big brain mind game stuff, and then Ripple missed his third 2-line PC and made me want to tear my hair out. So
it's all right, Modest. You're in a safe space.
Oh wow. Would he have like won the game?
I think so. Yeah, it was like it's third PCs tend to win games.
Yeah.
But yeah, hey, it happens. You know, you can't be perfect. It is this tournament. You know, it's.
Yeah, tournament games hit different than in practice. Even if you're playing somebody who you've been playing with in practice for, you know, like forever, from even a couple months or more than that. Tournament settings is like, you know, when it's all on the line, and it's all fun and games until it is tournament setting, because that's when, you know, like you bring in the A game. You might not do that for your buddy even like in practice, you know. Like you'll bring out new tricks. It's not like you're toying around with any new concepts. It's like when all that work finally gets to be shown.
Hey, I mean that's what I felt today.
Drives him out of the game. Ooh, this is an insane survival by Ripple, I think.
That was nuts, yeah.
Yeah, he kept consistently getting pushed to the top. A lot of it was clean garbage, though.
That's true. He kept like kind of dancing around at the top.
How good is Ripple's PC vision? Because I feel like it's like quite strong. I know a lot of people don't focus too hard on it, but that was not the easiest first PC to hit, you know?
I can't comment on this.
Yeah, I can't comment. I don't know, man. I need to get
It
PC
looks
help.
pretty good to me. It looks good to me.
Yeah, it seems good. Seems good. Yeah.
Yeah, good enough, you know? We won't talk about the 2-line earlier, right? That was a fluke.
Oh, triple. Okay, nice vision by Ripple here. Oh, and more. Okay.
Ripple's feeling himself?
Yeah, has to dig a little bit. Oh man, that might have actually put him in a bad spot, but okay, he's gonna have to do a little bit of digging here. I think he's still fine. Gonna open up his field here.
I'm a big fan of a lot of these compromises from Ripple.
Yeah, they always seem to work out pretty well. Both of them at the bottom of the field again, so this is just gonna go back to basics here. We'll see what they do with this position. It's usually most telling of a player's ability when they're back to like the opening position at the bottom of the field. But you know, without the initial momentum.
All right. I mean, this is just a little very back and forth, very long game. Oh, that is a rough misdrop that might cost Ripple here, unless he's just
Yeah, Chocolate Santa just having like
Unless
a
he's sick?
really good bout of momentum, but none of this is enough. I feel like Chocolate Santa might actually need to go on the aggressive here. I don't know how, like, how much. I wonder how much Chocolate Santa actually screen watches. It feels like he goes by feel. You know, like what's necessary to do just based on his position, as opposed to actually any like player screen watching prompts. Like there were moments in there where he could have been more aggressive, you know, more consistent with the back-to-backs in terms of Tetrises and T-spin doubles. Because the patterns he goes by is, I feel like TSD into just a bunch of skims and stuff, doubles and triples, sometimes singles, and then you know whatever he can find afterwards.
Yeah.
Ripple.
He managed to just kind of outlast Ripple there, I think.
That was a 2.5-minute game. That's actually insane.
Oh, whoa!
That's always a heartbreaker. You win like a 2-minute game and lose a
And then
quick
you
one
lose
right
in, like, 10
afterwards.
seconds. Yeah. Dang.
Oh, okay,
this is
missed
why
drop by
you want
Ripple.
It's with heart, you know, so that even after the heartbreak, you can always come back stronger.
Mainly Tetris related, yeah.
Wait, Tetris related hearts movies?
No, I do it for Tetris.
I didn't realize that there was such a thing.
Maybe that movie of you that we watched earlier.
Oh no! No, we're not talking about this.
Wait. Now I'm curious.
No. You already know what it is.
I do?
It did have hearts.
It had a lot of heart. You know, just that fresh-faced innocence. Yeah.
Oh, that video. Okay. What a classic. When's the sequel?
Yeah, that's keep waiting, guys.
In the works.
Yeah, I mean, you know, no news yet, but we'll see.
When's all this?
I'm gonna point out that Ripple just had a game where he misdropped 2 eyepieces and still almost got out. So I think that really says something about like Chocolate's ability to, I guess, pressure Ripple. It's just, it feels like it's not enough, and Ripple can just survive whatever he wants to. Or
Yeah.
I mean,
There's just like no pressure coming in from Chocolate Santa. The issue is just he's not sending. You know, like it's just there's no planned sends. It's just, you know, what's on his field and what he can do in the moments. That always feels like the common theme.
Yeah.
yep.
Okay. Yeah. See, like what he could have like continued the back-to-back chain, which I think would have. I mean, he still won that, but Chocolate Santa there did 1 T-spin double and then 2 skims into another T-spin double build, which isn't terrible, but I think like the extra back-to-back bonus would be incredibly beneficial for him, especially since he's the one that's kind of getting toppled with the APM.
All right,
He's
Chocolate.
the one who has to survive, right?
This is a call out. Why do you keep making DTC spin on this game? I feel like it's so hard to get something like that off, because if you tank any lines, you just can't do it. You know? It's just such a big DT into C-spin.
Oh. It's
like, he set up for it again this game, and I know he lost a game against Jason for doing the same thing. It's just weird, I guess, to see. I feel like it's very inconsistent with his game plan.
Oh. It's really evening out.
Yeah. There's a lot of long, close games.
Okay. Oh. Wow, okay, that was a beautiful down stack by Chocolate Santa.
That was very cute.
Oh no, and the misdrop is likely gonna, oh no. Yeah.
Dang.
Kind of a bad down stack sequence at the end there. He had a good idea at the beginning, but I don't think he could find a way to open up the stack quickly enough. Okay, goes for a clear setup, but isn't able to get it down.
Ripple thinking about these down stacks a little bit. I like.
Who did Ripple lose to in winners?
He lost to Duck Life, actually. I think.
Both players are kind of like scrambling right now, I feel.
Yep. Yeah, Ripple's trying to find an extension, but nothing there really.
style.
Yeah. You know, not the worst player to emulate.
No.
Oh no, Chocolate Santa. Oh, what a misdrop there.
Ripple is, the way there's been so many situations where he's been line 21, line 22 territory, and he just makes it work, and he gets out of it. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know. Maybe it's because you aren't in the tournament, okay, but I feel like we haven't seen that from anyone else, and I'm impressed.
He does have pretty good downstack builds. You know, like the compromises that you were talking about earlier. I feel like he kind of like sifts through his options really well. The pauses come in clutch for him, and it definitely shows in the play between these two. You know, like his decisions feel a little more polished than Choklad's. Sometimes we talked about, for example, like the consistency of choices, but I feel like, you know, one indication that Choklad is feeling a little bit of pressure right now is just the quality of his decisions has been dipping a little bit.
Yeah, I just feel like Chocolate doesn't have the like few really crazy decisions that he needs to find like a huge attack. I feel like that's what's missing mostly from his game plan.
Yeah, I don't think, you know, his game plan is really to send. It's really like more of survival basis, and whatever the stack allows him to do in that moment, that's kind of what he'll do. So it is, you know, like being very flexible with it, but I think he should be more flexible in the sense, like, you know, be flexible towards the situation as opposed to the stack.
Yeah. But by being like very solid, he has kept the match even.
He has, yeah. This is true. I feel like I'm giving him a lot of flack, but it is 8-9. This is a really close match between the two. Just their approaches are very different, and it's kind of interesting to talk about that dynamic because, you know, Ripple seems more of like the aggressor, while Choklad is, you know, more of like the reactionary.
Ripple's insane. Like, did you see that? Last game again, he was like line 22 or something, and somehow was able to live. He's
dude, some of the situations that Ripple gets himself in are kind of insane. Not only like the survival situations, but like his opening game is so strong.
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
look,
beautiful. Like,
whoa, call it modest. Is it going to be 10-10?
I was about to say, look, this is the golden score, okay?
This
is how the comebacks happen, all right?
most
But I don't know. I feel like
Yeah.
Chocolate has to make some adaptations to stay in this. This feels a lot less scrappy, I guess, than
like
a lot of the
look,
Corona
Chocolate
sets.
Santa is playing with a lot more vigor than earlier too.
Yeah.
yeah. Ripple's just looking for that.
Okay,
one
look at that.
spike.
Yeah, like he's going way faster than before, I feel. I don't know, maybe I'm just reading into something, but okay. He has an opportunity to kill here. Look, he's willing to be more aggressive.
From Ripple.
Oh, nice.
Okay, and another one. Wow. Dude, look at that spike.
Oh,
Ripple
no.
is actually almost out. I think he misheld and he could have gotten out otherwise.
10-9. 10-9. This is still anyone's game. If Chocolate Santa can win this next one, it could be a 10-10. Oh, that misdrop
Again.
though. Not a good start, but
Starting
he's able to fix it
Ooh, but
quickly enough.
Ripple got a wrist drop, misdrop of his own. Alright.
Pretty nervy start.
Oh, okay.
I'm scared if I'm either of these players.
Chocolate Santa. Oh no, that was
What is that?
that
Like
was-
a Yoshi hero. Ooh. It's a nice.
so much
Ripple's out of
nervousness.
there.
Oh god. Okay.
Ah!
Chocolate Santa
Oh,
changes-
that's big damage.
Yeah, I
Wow.
think Chocolate Santa's decision not to block that that spike was maybe what cost him there. He was kind of very close
Wow.
match between these two. Yeah, that was kind of a nail biter throughout the end. Losers bracket has been kind of like that running that trend.